Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Tatmeen Weekly Technical Q&A workshop. My name is Rati, and I will be hosting the workshop today. I will be answering any questions from you. So if anybody has any questions, please raise your hands and I will allow the mic to you. Sergeant Sebastian, please unmute your mic and ask your question. Sergeant Sebastian, can you hear me? Please unmute your mic and you can ask your question. I don't see any hands raised. If anybody has any questions, please raise your hands. Otherwise, I'll keep the meeting on till 11:30. And in case there are no hands raised, we will end the workshop. Okay, I see some hands raised. Hari Krishnan, Radhakrishnan, please unmute the mic and ask the question.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to ask because I'm just now joined in Tatmeen. So
Okay.
we're a dental clinic, so dental
Mhm,
center, and we
mhm.
were wondering like what all we had to upload into Tatmeen.
Okay. So as a dental clinic, do you have any biological or conventional medicines you deal in, like receiving them, shipping them, administering them on patients, anything? Hari Krishnan, can you hear me? Hari Krishnan, are you there?
Yeah, hello. Yes, yes.
Okay, you hear me? Okay. Did you get my question?
No, no, I said like we are giving local anesthesia for patients, and
Okay,
other than that, no, nothing else as
got it.
medicines.
So as you administrate and sorry, as you administer local anesthesia on your patients, you must be receiving it from your supplier. So they need to ship it to your
Yes.
GLF and you need to receive them in Tatmeen. Then when you are actually using them on the patient, that's when you
Mhm.
need to mark those as dispensed. Dispensing will decommission it, it'll be out of the system then. Okay, and the
Okay,
cycle will
okay.
be
And
back.
so okay, so how do we add it to our system?
You don't need to add to your system. Commissioning is done by the MAH or the licensed agent. You need to receive them. So whenever those items are shipped to you and you physically receive them, you need to make sure that they are also shipped to you in Tatmeen, which the SPOC can check in the downloadable reports. There is an incoming shipment report, and you'll be able to see what all shipments are coming to you. So as and when you start receiving those shipments, you need to mark them as received in Tatmeen. And when you actually use them on the patient, you need to mark them as dispensed.
So is it like each boxes or like each vials,
Each
cartridges?
secondary packaging. Whenever you open a secondary package, that's when you need to mark them as dispensed.
Okay, okay,
Okay. Any other
okay.
questions?
That's it.
Perfect.
So we'll
And
try to, yeah, we'll try to do that.
yeah,
And
I
then,
will also
yeah, and then,
recommend you. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I said, like, we'll try that. And if we have any other doubts, maybe next week we'll again check.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't need to wait for the next week. We have all the training material available on tatmeen.ae in the onboarding journey tab. You will
Mhm.
find all the information in the training manuals. We have videos also. And in case you have any questions, you can always send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We usually respond within 1 hour or so, but maximum
Okay.
of 1 business day.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Mohammed Al Khatni,
Yes, hi, good morning, everyone.
morning.
This is Mohammed Al I'm from Cloud Solution, an IT company based in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Yes, we are taking care of the Dr. Sulaiman Habib Medical Group
Okay.
activities in terms of
Mhm.
IT.
All right.
So we get a request from our client HMG in Dubai asking about Tatmeen platform. They wanted to be integrated with our ERP system.
Okay.
Uh, we are capturing all the movement within our ERP system from supply chain, the moment from receiving from the vendor
Mm-hmm.
as an inbound process till it's been distributed in the warehouse. Then we
Mm-hmm.
receiving until we receiving the internal request from the, let's say, the consumption centers or pharmacies, right?
Okay.
So basically, in the inbound process, when we receive the quantity or the items from the vendor,
Mm-hmm.
we do not scan it individually, like item per item, to capture the serial number, right? Because it's gonna like take a long time
Right.
to finalize these shipment, because it's not daily. Every single hour
Mm-hmm.
there is a new shipment coming to the warehouse.
Right.
So yeah, we are wondering if we can capture the batch number will be sufficient for specific shipments, and the serial number will be captured upon dispensing per patient. You get me?
Yeah. So in order to receive, you do not have to scan all the secondary packages. Usually, what EDE has requested is that you should always aggregate the items. So if there are like 10,000 secondary packages, it is almost impossible for somebody to do that on a daily basis. That keep scanning one by one. So what is recommended is that you know at least one level of packaging should be there. So an SSCC or a pallet should be there. And when you receive that, like when you're receiving that, the packaging level, the highest packaging level, anything under that is automatically received by you. So you wouldn't have to scan those 10,000 items. You scan that one item, which is the top level of that aggregation. You scan that as received, and everything will be received by you.
So basically, the pallet, let's say pallet number, it's sufficient to be reflected in the main platform
Uh,
upon receiving the items.
when you say you are receiving items, you're receiving the items from a supplier, right?
Yes, from the vendor to our warehouse.
Yes, from the vendor to the warehouse. So you need to ask the vendor that when they ship the items to you, they do not ship, they need to aggregate the items. They will do the aggregation. And if the vendor is, let's say, the MAH or the licensed agent, then they can commission, they can pack, which is aggregating, and then they will ship them to you. So when you receive them, you will receive only one or two packages, not the entire number of items inside those.
Good. So we can solve this, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, my colleague here is Abdullah Fadliya. If you have any
Mhm.
question, please you can ask now.
Let me allow the mic to Abdullah. Hey, Abdullah.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Regarding Tatmeen and the data requirements,
Mm-hmm.
they want from the clinical hospitals. We need to add an API to communicate between the systems, and I want to know what exactly is mandatory data requirements.
Abdullah, did you visit our website tatmeen.ae and check the technical guides yet?
Yes,
Okay, so
but
all
I
of
want to
them.
a high level there.
See, every organization will have a different supply chain. Somebody would be commissioning, somebody would be receiving. In some cases, you might have different batches for, or kind of different packaging. So it really depends on your supply chain. Like what exactly is your day-to-day process? Whatever you were performing before Tatmeen, you have to continue the same thing. You just have to report that in Tatmeen. So it will be very difficult for me to actually explain step by step what needs to be done because it is different for almost every partner. It is usually not same. So you need to go through technical guides and you need to figure out what all processes would be required for your organization or let's say your department.
Okay, and what about the data reporting? For us in Saudi, we have SFDA, which we report the data at the end of the day. But for Tatmeen, is it real-time data reporting?
See, we always recommend that it should be real time. The reporting should be real time because it is tracking and tracing it. And at any point in time, when ED needs to check where exactly is this particular medicine, it will be visible to them that, okay, it is with so and so. If you're not doing it real time, then they won't be able to check the exact location of any given medicine at time. However, if you are unable to do it real time, we require you to do it as soon as possible. Any other questions, Abdullah?
That's all. That's all.
Hi, Mohammed. You have question?
Yes, hi, Rati.
Yeah.
So yes, because as Abdullah, my colleague Abdullah said, we have currently like capturing almost full cycle for the information. Because here in
Mm-hmm.
Saudi, we have a similar platform for Tatmeen.
Uh-huh.
It's called Rust. It has been established to 2019. It's been working
Okay.
since that time. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, the most of the information it's already captured in our system. The only thing that
Okay.
we need to do is just to do an API within Tatmi platform to report every step movement,
Okay.
right? So my
Okay.
question
Got
is
it.
here.
Mhm.
Yes, my question here is, you guys mentioned that we have to report it until it's received by a patient, right? So
Right.
yes, currently we can do this from system-wide. I'm talking from system-wide. We can do it for outpatient pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we can scan each item, capturing also the serial number to that specific patient. But in inpatient, we cannot do
Mm-hmm.
this. Our practice. Why? Because inpatient, we will receive the request from, let's say, we call it consumption centers, the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
It has
Mm-hmm.
specific GLN number.
Great.
So once we send those items to that GLN number,
Mm-hmm.
after that we cannot track the patient. Why? Because inpatient pharmacy they dispense it without scanning the barcode. They are doing bulk preparation. It's not like
Okay.
a single tablet or like this. It's
Right.
mainly an IV medication. So
Uh-huh.
we don't scan each item when dispensing for inpatient pharmacy.
Okay.
So it's for us it's like a blockage. So we internally here in Cloud Solution we agreed initially to report only when we send the items as a GLN from the warehouse to the consumption
Uh-huh.
center or the hospital inpatient pharmacy. But to
Okay.
specific to patient, this For us, almost impossible.
Yes,
So I'm
I
just
get
want to
it.
hear your feedback on this.
Yeah. So let me make sure first I understand. So when you are dispensing to the outpatients, like you are sending the products to the outpatient pharmacy, it is a different GLN, and you are sending to them, right?
Yes, different GLN than the inpatient pharmacy.
Okay, so when you are sending it to another GLN, that means you are shipping to them and that GLN needs to receive. Okay, after that, they need to follow the process. And their process will be that whenever they open any secondary packaging, whether they are giving the secondary packaging as a whole to the customer or to the patient, sorry, or they are opening the package and then giving, like let's say one medicine or one leaf of the medicine from that package to the patient. Whenever the secondary packaging is dispensed or open, that's when they need to mark it as dispensed. Now, coming to the other scenario, which is your inpatient pharmacy, or when you are the last in the GLN, you're not really shipping it to anybody. You are administering the medicine on patients, or you are using the IV or directly on the patient. So, whenever again that secondary packaging is used, that's when you mark it as dispensed.
Yeah, I got you. But the last point we can track is when we send those items to the inpatient pharmacy store inside the hospital, right? Afterward, they are unpacking all the medication and start preparing it and giving it to patient directly. So there is no scan part. So our last step that we can capture is when we send it from the warehouse to the inpatient pharmacy store,
Mhm.
the other GLN inside the hospital. We cannot track it patient per patient for
Okay.
inpatient pharmacy.
In
You
that
get
case,
me?
yes. In that case, because they will not be able to scan, they are opening everything then and there are two things that can be done. Either you ship to them, and before they open, they mark everything as dispensed and open it. Okay. In Tatmeen system, they will be dispensed. After that, when they use it, it's up to them. Okay.
Yes.
Ideally,
But we
yeah.
cannot specify the patient at that time, right? We cannot.
Uh, as of now, during dispensing, we do not need to specify the patient in Tatmeen. As of now, we do not have that option. Okay, dispensing is just that it's dispensed. It's given to one of the
Okay, okay,
patients.
okay. Okay,
Uh,
so you don't need the patient information like name, ID number.
yeah. As of
You
now,
don't need it
no.
currently?
This
Okay,
may this may be in the future, but as of now, that is not the requirement.
cool. That's it from my side. Abdullah, do you have anything? Thanks so much, Rati. Thanks so much.
All right, Mahir. If anybody else has any questions, please raise your hand. Hi, Surgeon. I've allowed the mic to you. Please unmute and ask your question. Sachin, you need to unmute your mic first and then ask your question if you're speaking. Sachin, I see that you raised your hand and I have allowed the mic to you. You need to unmute it from your end and then ask the question. Okay, there are no hands raised as of now, so we'll wait for another 5 minutes. And if there are no hands raised till 11:30, we can end today's workshop. Hey, Mithun, I have allowed the mic to you. Please go ahead and ask your question. Mithun, you need to unmute your mic and ask your question. Mithun, if you can hear me, you need to unmute your mic to
Yeah.
ask your question.
Can you hear me now?
I
Sorry about
can,
that.
Mithun. No
Thank
problem.
you so much. So
No.
we just don't wanted to confirm you that we had done the registration for Tatneem, but again, I
Okay.
just wanted to clarify that all the consumables for the medical center has to be added to Tatneem or it's not needed.
Okay.
Consumables.
Uh, when you say added to Tatmeen, could you elaborate what exactly do you mean by that?
Actually, we had only done the registration part.
Mm-hmm.
So now we need to link the same
Okay.
with our software, correct?
Uh-huh. Got it.
Our yeah. After that, uh, we'll be adding the consumables as well as the injectables. That means
Okay.
our medicines and all, correct?
Okay. Okay. So, Megan, what happens in Tatmeen is the MAH or the licensed agent. I have mentioned it earlier as well. The MAH or the licensed agent need to commission the products. When I say
Okay.
commissioning the products, that is when they enter the Tatmeen system. Okay, they are there to receive, to ship, to pack, and to perform all the other activities. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when the MAH or the licensed agent they have commissioned the products, they usually pack and then ship to the distributors and then so on and so forth. So in your case, as you mentioned, you are a medical center, you would have a supplier who would be shipping the medicines to you, right?
Correct.
So you need to receive those. Your process will start from receiving the products. Okay. So you receive
Mm.
the products. Now, depending on what is your next step, what would you usually do? Do you unpack them? Then you also need to mark them as unpacked in Tatmeen. Do you keep them packed and then ship to different, other hospitals or pharmacies and so on? So in that case, you won't unpack them. You will just ship them. Let's say you unpack and then pack them in smaller packages. So exactly whatever your day-to-day work is for those medicines, you just need to report the exact same thing in that meme. We have technical guides for anyone who is connecting via API and training manuals for others who are not using B2B connection, but they are reporting manually using the portal or mobile. For them, we have training manuals. So you can go to our website, tatmeen.ae, and under onboarding journey tab, you will find all of these manuals I'm talking about. You can go through them. That will give you a clear picture of what your next steps should be, how to perform all these events in Tatmeen, how to report everything, and what exactly is that you need to do
Our role.
next.
Okay. So
Okay, so go through
we
that.
can get what is yeah, sorry. So
Yeah.
we'll able to know what is our role as a medical center in Tatneem, correct?
Exactly, exactly. So you will get all of the information there. And in case you have any questions, you can simply send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae and we will answer it for you.
Okay. Because we will be using this as a consumable because whatever materials has been shipped or which has been received from a vendor, okay,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be using it within our own purpose. So I'm asking with the syringes, everything we have to add to Tatneem or only
Uh-huh.
medicines.
Anything with any kind of biological or conventional medicines have to be reported to Tatmeen. So
Okay.
if you're dealing in those are the medicines that you have to
Non-medical products like in syringes
report.
and all.
Um, you can actually check all of the information on EDE website. There is a list of all the registered products. Most likely
Okay.
injections and all will not be there because they are not biological or conventional medicines. They are equipments, but I
Hmm.
would still recommend, I'm not the right person to comment on that.
Understood.
You
Understood.
can check on EDE website.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. That's all. Thank you so much.
No problem with that.
Okay.
Hi, Sajin. I've allowed the mic again to you. Please unmute and ask the question.
Okay, regarding before you talk regarding the injections, medicines like that. Okay,
Right.
if medical center. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we receiving the medicine, the injection like one box is will be containing 50 ampules. Okay,
Okay.
we are daily
Okay.
using maybe 4 or 5 ampules. We how we will be reporting to the Tatmeen? Today we use 5 ampule of the injection like lignospan like
So,
medicine.
right. As soon as the secondary package is opened, that's when you will mark them as dispensed in that mean. After that, whether you use 1 ampule from that box or you use 10 ampules in the day, you don't need to report that because they're out of the system now. After dispensing the secondary packaging, there is nothing that that means needs you to report.
Okay, whenever we will be receiving the material, one time we mention received. After we are using 1 ampule, we can be
Mhm.
mentioned dispensed, right?
Right, exactly. The moment you open the secondary packaging,
Secondary
it,
pack. Okay,
yeah,
that's a,
that's when you mark this as dispensed.
okay. All the medicines like how we can be know this medicine is registered or no like that. How we can be identified? The supply we don't know. That's a medicine is registered one or unregistered. How we can be identified this one?
So when these medicines are shipped to you and you receive them, before receiving them, you will actually be able to see the incoming shipment reports in Tatmeen. If the report shows the medicines, that means they are already there in Tatmeen and they are registered. So you can verify them from, against the report, and then you can receive those products.
Okay, another question. I like the we are a medical center like that dental medical center. Okay, that's why
Okay.
we are using the composite. That's a filling. You know the filling like composite like we are telling. This is a medicine or no like that. You know the
As I
composite.
mentioned to the last partner, the list of the medicines which have to be reported to Tatmeen, they are available on the EDE website. You need to check that list of registered products. Those are all the medicines that need to be reported to Tatmeen. So that's a list of all the biological and conventional medicines.
Okay, another question is we have be only two parts. One as well like that. We are receiving the medicine. First part we will be received. After that we are using patient. That time we
Mhm.
have to mention dispensing. Right?
Right, right. In your case, you will be receiving. If they are packed in like cases or pallets, something like that, then you'll need, and they're already, in the packed status, you'll need to unpack them. Unpacking them will make all the secondary packaging loose with you. So all the loose
So
secondary
not
packaging. Mhm.
selling to patients only. We are using the patient inside the clinic only, not selling any
Right.
medicine to out.
Correct, correct. What I'm saying is, let's say I am sending medicines to you. I'm your supplier, for an example. Okay. And one box contains 10 ampules. But
Okay.
I am sending you, for an example, 100 boxes. So what I will do is I will pack these 100 boxes in a bigger packaging, right?
Uh,
So this
okay.
bigger packaging will be unpacked by you. So
I'm
this
back.
bigger packaging will also have, a code which is the SSCC. So you will need to open that code and take out all the secondary packages. So now all these secondary packages are loose in stock with you. Now, when you will dispense, you will open one secondary packaging and you are going to dispense it at that time. And then you will administer one by one the 10 ampules from that. Then you will come
Oh,
to the second one and third one and so on.
okay.
Okay. Any
Okay.
other questions, Sajid?
1 minute. Some more questions are in my head that suddenly it's opening. It's not coming. Okay, I will do.
That's okay. If you cannot remember the questions as of now, don't worry. You can always send us emails on onboarding@tatmeen.ae and we will answer your questions.
Okay, another one. This
Yes.
alt will be coming after the currently we are in a testing stage. We need to go the production stage, right? After that only
Correct.
we will be receiving the message. How we
Correct.
can be do this testing to production? How any sending the mail to Tatmeen or
Yes, you need to send us an email on the same email address which I mentioned, onboarding@tatmeen.ae, and mention your GLN and Spock email address. We will check the status and we will send the production link to you if you're not yet registered. And we will also be sharing some useful links to you, which will be helpful for you to, move to the production platform.
Okay, in testing stage, we can be checked with the from the supplier receiving medicine. We can be like that testing. We can also do.
Yes, you should ask your supplier because they will also have a staging platform. You should ask them to ship some, like dummy products to you in staging, and then you can receive them. Okay.
Hello,
Yes,
hello.
can you hear
Sorry,
me,
there's
Sajid?
some network.
Yeah.
Okay, we are in.
What I'm saying
We are
is that. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, we are currently on testing stage. Okay,
Yes.
we can be currently try to enter the medicines like testing, which the Tatmeen is telling after everything correct. After that, go to the onboarding like that. They are informing us.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's
for
we
testing,
can
you use the
know.
staging platform. Once you have
Hmm.
tested successfully, send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae and we will share the production link with you. We will send it to you.
Oh, okay. That same also separate is like one company named City Pharmacy. City Pharmacy is sending some injection like injection sending to us. That time it
Okay.
will be testing stage also showing.
Sorry, your voice was breaking at the end. Could you repeat that?
Okay, one company that's
Mm-hmm.
named City. They're
All right.
sending medicine to. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
time they already recorded into their Tatmin portal. We are
Mm-hmm.
receiving that time. We are on testing stage. It will be showing the system testing stage.
If your supplier is shipping to you in staging platform, you can receive it only in staging platform. It
Staging
cannot
part.
be, yes, it cannot be that they are shipping products in from production. You won't see them in staging. Okay, you
Okay.
will need to receive them in production. Okay.
In
So check with your suppliers about sending you some dummy products in staging platform for testing purposes, and you can receive them. You can test on them, or in case you need some test data, you can also send us an email with your GLN. We will send you test data.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay. Thank you.
you're welcome, Sachin. Hi, Afsal. I have allowed the mic to you. Please go ahead. Afsal, you need to unmute your mic and ask you a question. Afsal, I can't hear you. I'll move to the next person in the queue and come back to you in a while. Hi, Shivram.
Hey, hi Rati, this is Shivam. Thanks for this. So basically, um, for the UAE, right? Like we had doing the diversions, right? So do you have any guidelines for the diversions? Meaning, like when there is um, TSA, I mean, like a distribution supply chain exits happening, and the MAH is transfers are happening at a later stage for certain products, right? So
Okay.
during this transition period, right, do you have
Mhm.
any guidelines that the MAH has to follow?
See, the transition period that is provided by EDE. Tatmeen only verifies the data. So whatever data comes from EDE to Bransing and then to Tatmeen, we verify that data when you're reporting. So
Okay.
you will actually need to check more details about this transition and the transition period with Bransing. You can send them an email or maybe call them by checking their number on their website. They will be better able to answer this question to you for you.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. That is one question. And the second one is like, so currently, right, like, I mean, and until the TS exit. I mean, before this diversion was started,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We were doing the reporting from the free zone, right?
Okay.
And then there all our GLNs which are being registered in the brand 6 were being
Mm-hmm.
used along with the shipping import permits, right?
Okay.
So with this diversion, what's happening is like I mean, yeah, telling one of the scenario is
Mm-hmm.
um, the buying party has a different distributor, right, within the market, UAE market,
Right.
and then the goods physically are going to that new distributor, right?
Okay.
But still we are the MAH for, I mean, license holder for that product. Only the
Okay.
distribution is
Right.
happening through them. So with that, right, what is your suggestion? Because the shipping import permit will be created from the invoicing entity, which is the buyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we use that shipping import permit in our reporting, when we are doing the reporting for that serial codes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does the Tatmeen looks after, right? Is it looking after for the GLNs of the buyer? I mean, like that new entity, or
Yeah,
it
I
can
get your question. Whosoever is the licensed agent at the time of commissioning, they should apply for the shipment permit. So whoever will be commissioning, like whoever is associated with that particular product, the licensed
mm,
agent,
mm,
uh, they should make sure that when they will be commissioning the
mm,
products, like
mm.
who will be commissioning, that person should be applying for the shipment permit.
But these are imported. It's okay. But these are imported, right? It doesn't,
Sorry, I didn't get that.
meaning these are outside of UAE market being produced and
Right,
then imported into the free zone.
right,
I mean, sorry.
right.
So so this is literally like the selling authority is being given to the buyer. I mean, that new entity which is being formed. Um,
Oh, yeah, I get that. See, the my answer would still remain the same, that whosoever will be commissioning at that time, then we need to be sure that that person is, applying for the shipment permit.
shipping
But
import permit. Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
but if you want us to, check all the details, you need to send the exact information, like with what is a G10, who are the old MAH and license agent, who would be the new MAH and license agent, so that we can check the exact thing at the moment, and then we'll be able to recommend you better.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? So you
Yeah.
can send
Sure.
us an
Sure.
email,
Yeah.
and we will look into it.
Sure, Rati. Yeah. So it's a support ID, is it?
It is onboarding at tatmeen.ae.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, let me send you the details with my
Sure.
market teams also looked in. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. All right, Shivam. Hi again, Sajjan. I have allowed the mic to you.
Okay, madam, I need to ask one thing. Regarding
Mhm.
sometimes we purchase some strip of medicine from pharmacy. That kit
Okay.
all we have to enter in Tatmeen.
Uh, I'm sorry. What medicines are you referring to?
No, no. Some case the patients need some medicine in the clinic. Maybe some pains. We are purchasing some medicine for the patient in clinic for the clinic
Okay.
purpose. That case
Okay.
also we have to enter. Maybe not purchasing too much. Maybe one strip like that. That case also we have to enter the Tatmeen portal.
Again, it will depend. If that strip is the secondary packaging, then yes, you should ideally, I mean, the supplier should be shipping it to you. You should be receiving and then dispensing. But if it's just like out of the secondary packaging, it's one product from the secondary package, that means the supplier already has dispensed it to you. Then you don't need to do anything. If it's dispensed, it is out of the supply chain. Now you don't need to do anything further.
If secondary package, after that we know it. We have a receiving secondary package. We don't need to enter anything, right?
When you receive the secondary packaging, and then
Yes,
you need to dispense it the moment you open it.
open
So
it.
if the secondary package has like 10 strips, for an example, and you are just purchasing one strip, then you don't need to do anything. It's the supplier who is sending that one strip to you. They need to dispense it from their end. You don't need to do anything in that case. Okay,
This
but if you Mhm.
okay. Another thing I need to the cosmetic item also. This will be coming under the medicine categories. That's
I
like
mentioned this earlier, Sajin, or the information, the list of the medicines that need to be reported to Tatmeen, they are available on EDE website. I would not be able to comment individually about every medicine, whether that
well,
has to be reported or
can you
not.
tell
You
me
need, sorry.
which site we can be find the details, medicine details?
You need to check the list of registered medicines on EDE website.
Can you spell it? ED.
EDE,
I cannot
previously
clear.
MOHAP.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to check that at your end, and then see whether the medicines you have, or whether you need to report them to Tatmeen or not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome, Sachin. Hi, Sadaf. I have allowed the mic to you. Please ask your question.
Mhm. Actually, I want to know, is there any toll-free number for Tatneem
Yes, Sadaf. We do have a phone number. It is listed on our website, tatmeen.ae, on the contact us page.
on the
Okay.
contact? Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, let me give you the number. It is 600
600
582 866.
582 866.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Mohammed, I've allowed the mic again to you.
Yes, hi, Rati.
Hey.
So you said there is a specific list for medication that has been reported to the main platform.
Yes,
Yes, could you give me the spelling? Because I checked Tatmeen, it's only giving me the technical guide. Could you
it,
spell for?
yeah, it is not on the Tatmeen website. It is the registered medications list on Mohab's website.
Medication list.
Yeah, you can, you need to, check for registered medication list or registered medicines list. It should be on the Mohab website.
Okay, okay. I think I got it. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Yes,
right.
thanks so much.
No problem. Afzal, I have allowed the mic to you.
Yeah. Hello, Rati.
Yeah. Hi, Afzal.
Yeah. Actually, I have a question regarding the product verification.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Now we are checking on product verification on the desktop Tatmin portal.
Okay.
It's only the parent SCC is displaying like a total sellable unit.
Mm-hmm.
And parent, the child are not displaying the quantity. Actually, we are using more for that child SCC numbers are more for us. And we need to copy that in Excel and we need to count that numbers. Is there any option to visible that in child SCC in that
You
display?
want to check the hierarchy? Is that what you want?
Yes.
Or
And it's
sorry.
coming on the mobile or in the scanner devices.
Okay. Afzal, have you tried deleting the cookies and then checking again?
You mean in the browser?
Yes.
No, not really.
Try that once, and if you still see the issue, send us a screenshot with your question so that we can check better what exactly is happening.
Okay.
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 All right,
Okay.
Afzal.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see any more hands raised. It seems all the questions have been answered. In case anybody still has any questions, please send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We can end this workshop for today. And the workshop meeting has been recorded. It will be soon uploaded to our YouTube channel, and the link to the YouTube channel is pinned in the chat window of this meeting. So everybody has access to it. Within 24 hours, the today's workshop link will also be uploaded to it. Once again, if anybody has any questions or if any questions are unanswered, please send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae. Have a good one. Bye bye.